Hey everybody, Judge Fudge here. So I had this amazing idea. What if I make the quest givers in Skyrim do their own damn quests? I mean, it's something that we wish we could have been able to do at some point. It's kind of like the Dragonborn didn't even exist and Skyrim had to save itself. How would that go? Well, let's find out. The premise is the NPC that gives the quest does it. Got it? Let's go. Oh, and if you do end up liking what you see, hit that subscribe button. Our first contender is this lovely lady from Riverwood. Man, oh man, does she rock that bleak-ass color scheme. Anyway, she wants us to walk to the Jarl and tell him about a dragon that can fly 100 times faster than we can walk, heading straight towards him. Thankfully, it's not a race. It's just really, really urgent. Any NPC can move from point A to point B. The real issue is the things that will try to kill you along the way. In this case, it's a mud crab that she snipes from further away than I can even see. She'll be serving crab rangoon to Ralof at the next family dinner. Then she absolutely tears this wolf apart. God damn, somebody call PETA because this lady is about to execute the entire Riverwood ecosystem. That's actually a wrap on the enemies between Riverwood and Whiterun. We're starting off nice and easy here, but trust me, it gets a whole lot more interesting and a whole lot worse. Next up is everybody's favorite court wizard, Farengar's secret dragon fetish. Can his privileged ass get the dragonstone all by himself? There's something about this arrogant prick that everyone can hate. Let's find out what he's made of. To start off with, he completely annihilates the bandits outside Bleak Falls Barrow. He uses pretty advanced spells like Fireball and summons a Flame Atronak. Farengar could have gone to get his stone all by himself, it seems. The lazy shit. He just fucks every bandit in this place. Fireball, fuck you. Fireball, fuck you. What is this, a joke? Fireball! Do you think this is a fucking joke? I'm the Wizard King of Whiterun, you filthy bandit scum! He summons a skeleton for the spider fight, but he didn't need it. He could have boned this 8-legged cuck with just his dagger. He'll iron dagger stab you to death at 4 damage a swing. One-handed skill? 0, motherfucker! I'm a wizard! Goddamn, what a fucking Chad. He burns and knives his way through the packs of Draugr. Nothing can stop him at this point. He even rips one of the Draugr back from death to fight with him. I mean, they were already dead, so like, double death? But to finish it off, he tanks the highest damaging trap straight to the face without flinching. Woo! He summons his Flame Atronak and burns down the last boss in a matter of seconds. Easy game. Who needs that Dragonborn piece of shit? Next up is Mayor Balgruuf the Blonde. He managed to become king of a city, so surely he can kick some serious dragon butt. Right? Right? Well, let's find out. To begin with, it looks like he's doing pretty respectably. He takes a fire breath straight to the face and gives the dragon a few love taps to the nose. Not bad. But then the dragon comes back around for round 2, and, well, that's a big F in the chat for old Balgruuf. 33 years old, well past the average Skyrim retirement age. We're not done with the mayor yet. Oh no, because it gives us the next quest too. Can this natural blonde Skyrim beauty at the very least climb a bunch of stairs without dying? I mean, give the guy some credit. Us nerds know he claims to have done it at least once. Surely he can do it again. Kind of a tough break for Mr. Mayor. Skyrim RNG dictates that as soon as he takes his first steps, he has to kill a bear. Looks like he takes about 4 steps. Can he take a 5th? Can he? I think that's 6, but that looks like all he takes. What a truly pathetic display, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, onwards. Grandpa Virgin Halal Mount Kier wants us to get a big ol' horn from some ancient tomb. Can he do it himself? Let's find out just what those bearded pricks are smoking up on their mountaintop, shall we? With just his cranky grandpa voice and his fists, he takes on at least 2 bandits and a necromancer. This fight takes a while. Well, because mainly he's punching them to death. Shouts have a pretty long cooldown and don't really do too much damage. Look at Grandpa go, though. It's like watching a brawl at the old folks' home where one of the senile old people stole the other dried raisins pudding cup. Eventually, Grandpa shows this rogue bitch who the real authority in Skyrim is by turning the necromancer into Popsicle. You fudgy pop bitch! OG, original Grandpa, then shouts his way through bandits and Draugr alike. God damn, they stand not a fucking chance against him. Bodies hit the floor and there's nothing they can do. He just wins, wins, wins. Let's see if we can keep the winning streak going with low-budget Tomb Raider over here. She calls herself a Dragon Slayer, so it's time for her to put her money where her mouth is. Round 1 seems pretty damn dismal. She gets straight up outplayed by a lizard as it hits her with a blast of ice straight to the dome, just as she drops her magic ward. She follows that up with using a potion. Oh. She starts round 2 off with another potion as she takes yet another frost breath straight to the face. She tries blocking the dragon's mouthful of teeth with a magic ward. And there goes the battle! Is this all we can expect from the famed Dragon Slayers of legend? Skyrim is truly fucked. I mean, she doesn't even know when to use a ward and when to block. I mean, it's physical damage versus magical damage. You can't... Oh my... It's just... Who do we have next? Oh yeah, it's the same idiot. This time the objective is arguably much, much harder because she has to fight her way through an army of diplomatically immune elves. Let's see how fast she shits the bed on this one, shall we? She quickly finds herself sandwiched between 2 of these Thalmor bastards. We've all been there, am I right? One grills her backside until it's well past done, and she gets in a few good swings against the other. Then a third stream of lightning joins the fray, and she doesn't stand a crack horse chance in an STD panel. Alright, that was disappointing to say the least. Surely our burly ginger thief here can do a better job. He's a real charmer, and with a voice as smooth as honey, you can't help but trust and believe in him. Go, Brynjolf, go! Go, boy! There's some no good homeless people over there. Come on, boy! Go on, get! Go on, get! Don't just stand there! Do something! Oh, you're running away. You're running away. You're running away. Okay. No wonder the Thieves Guild is going down the toilet. With pussies like you, it's a wonder they survived this long in the first place. Jesus Christ. Next contender from the mighty Thieves Guild is Vekkel the Man! Surely this manly man, paragon of beefiness, can manage to find an old man who flushed himself down the toilet. Fucking nope. He also takes one look at what he's up against, just like Brynjolf, and runs the fuck away. I guess the Thieves Guild members are programmed to be pussies, at least before you join their ranks. Disgustingly pathetic. I have high hopes about this next one. We have the combined might of the blades. They should blow straight through these hillbilly mountain mongrels. Delphin actually kicks some serious inbred ass, smacking this little bitch just up and down. It's looking like a W for the blades, but then I go look for Esbern, and it turns out he's given us his best impression of an extinct dodo bird. That's a big fucking failure as far as I'm concerned. Our next contender is legitimately crazy in the head. Old Septimus here doesn't fuck around. I mean, he probably doesn't do much of anything but hang out in his iceberg and shit in his robe. Let's see if his insanity translates into ferocity on the battlefield, you know, like the Joker and Batman. His first test is this little spider robot. He's doing it. He's really doing not a fucking thing because he just got smashed by the easiest enemy in this place. What a sad, pathetic performance. Believe it or not, we've actually gone through all of the unique quest givers in the main quest, unless we start counting dragons, which poses a whole lot of problems, mainly to do with that most quests occur wholly or partially indoors. So what are we to do? Since our current quest giver clearly can't do shit, let's see if our stronger ones stand a chance. As it turns out, all the quest givers so far have their levels set based on the player's current level. Except two. The first of which is Farengar, who is set to level 10 permanently. The second is Arngeir, at level 150. I say we'll let an endgame level character have a shot at the endgame. I mean, that makes most sense. Farengar might make it through a spider bot or two, but Grandpa Smellybeard is our only real contender here. Plus, watching a dirty old grandpa shout and punch the rest of the game to death seems like a pretty good time to me. Kinda like watching two bums fight it out over the last hit in a Waffle House parking lot. Let's get started. And off we go! Look at this Grandpa Chad. He tears that crazy Khajiit junkie into pieces. Then he shouts the shit out of them robots. He killed him with his voice. He shouted him apart. Well, that was a little too easy, so let's make things ridiculously unfair by assuming a complete idiot is playing the game. Now, this idiot, who shall remain nameless, ran through probably at least 3 rooms of enemies and gathered them all in one for Grandpa to fight. He actually does a very respectable job by turning most of them into popsicles. Get him, Grandpa! Get him! Get him! Get him! Yeah! Well, he definitely tried his hardest. But that wasn't exactly a fair fight. So let's see how he does against arguably the hardest, but fair, fight in this place. In one corner, we have a hermit old grandpa in a sweaty old monk robe, weighing probably like 50 pounds. He's a freaking skeleton. I mean, gosh, how is he still alive? In the other, we have an honest-to-God metal behemoth that is probably one of the few things actually older than our grandpa on the other end. Grandpa is holding his own, actually, and takes several much-needed steam baths straight to the face. It's like 1,000,000 degrees. This is actually really fucking close. Oh shit! Down goes the robot! There's just 2 elven meth heads left. They're hitting him hard with ice missiles from the left and shocks of lightning from the right. Can he do it, ladies and gentlemen? Looks like he might have him on the ropes. Come on! Come on! Ah, shit. Down he goes. Since Arngeir failed to conquer Blackreach, we can move on to our last humanoid quest givers, the heroes of Sovngarde. Let's see if they can beat Alduin in a rematch now that they are technically already dead and have nothing to lose. I mean, they're so sexy and glorious. How could they fail? Let's do this! Dobakin, Naloxin los Farin, Vaidan. Vokul Maferak, Astval, Kvinorok, Balgran, Funoson, Sindrosan, Dovakin, Fahin, Kogan, Modral, yeah! Short disclaimer, I do technically get involved in this fight, because even though we learned the Dragon Rend shout from these chunky nuggets, apparently they forgot how to use it, so yeah, I gotta use it, or I mean, he'll just keep flying around forever. Anyway, the fight seems to start off strong, with Grandpa Dirty Robe taking a real wide stance, really stretching those ancient thighs to their limit. But then it takes a turn when the Gimp with the axe takes a fire breath straight to the nips and goes down first. Shortly thereafter, Grandpa gets his wiener snipped by Alduin's snout. That's gotta hurt. Finally, Blondie gets nice and toasted before getting a full-tooth treatment and ends up on her knees. What a crying shame. Some heroes these guys are, am I right? Well, I hope you guys liked this little experiment, and if you'd like to see more, please hit that subscribe button. Take a deep breath and stare into that swirly purple sky as it goes round and around. You're getting very, very sleepy. Subscribe. Subscribe. Subscribe.